Lead attorney here. Hope you guys are doing well. Listen, we are here today for a little bit of office hours, right? We're gonna do a struggle streaming already. We're just here for some office hours. Anybody got any questions about YouTube? Anybody got any questions about any issues, concerns, complaints about their YouTube channel or anything like that? We are going to talk about it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link. We already got some people in the house. Yeah, for this Patreon stuff, I don't long stroke y'all. We get right to it. Anybody wants to come up and ask their questions? We got Miss AT Alien Stan in the house. Says, Mrs. Let me put some respect on your marriage. Says, I just joined the Patreon. Hopefully I can join at 3. Excellent. Got Snuggles in the house. See, I opened this up to the to the regular Patreon. I don't know why I did that today. I just feel usually these are at the $25 level and above, but I think this one is open to anyone. Anybody that wants to come on and just because I know Snuggle is not interested at all in starting a YouTube channel, right? But I just opened this one up to everybody. We got Mr. Youngblood sitting in the house, says lead attorney. Hope you guys. Yes. We got CPS Defense Strategy Consultant. Deep says, Vincent Davis, how do we get in contact with each other? Well, you can come up on here or you can message me through the Patreon. Patreon has its own individual message system. And you can just send me a message on there. I'm pretty good about responding on there. Way better than the emails. My emails are pretty swamped, guys. And we got Kisses from Afar. Love that name. It says Kisses from Afar. New Patreona here. Okay, shout out to the Patreonas. New subscriber here as well. Thank you for your content. Excellent. I think that's perfect. I love that name too. So if anybody wants to come up, I have dropped a link. You can come up and ask me any questions, or if you don't want to ask me any questions, you can just ask them from back here, like Candid Ann did with the side eyes, looking like Snuggles here with these eyes. Now here come Candid Ann with the same eyes. Says TLA, what book do you have for how to tell a story? That's a great question. Honestly, I wouldn't even read. I mean, books. I don't know if there's a good book out there. I'm sure there are. I would not use a book. What I would do is I would use the internet. I would use YouTube. To be honest, I would use YouTube. Storytelling is so important, and the fact that you're asking this question shows that you are ahead of the game. Because storytelling really is where it's at. Uh, I want to be nice to you guys, all right? Because I remember how when I started out, and I consult with you guys a lot in private, and I see y'all's videos, and specifically videos concerning videos made by men who want to get into the manosphere. And so it'll be a 45-year-old man, and he wants to help other men with, let's say, women and life. And what he'll do is it's like a preaching thing or a lecturing thing. Oh, and you need to do this, and you need to be more responsible, and you need to get your finances together, and you need to be disciplined, and you need to work hard. You need to sacrifice. Like, Jesus, who's going to listen to this? Right? If you have a message to tell, that's fine. But you can't just do it on YouTube preaching. Nobody's really going to stick around. What do you have to do? Well, Candid Ann is really telling you the key. It's the secret. You got to put your messages in a damn story. And if you put your messages in a story, then people will pick them up. So I think a book is actually going the wrong way, because in a book, you're not seeing it. I think a much better place to learn how to tell a story is looking at comedians. Looking at, you ready? Bill Cosby. Looking at Dave Chappelle. looking at Bill Burr, looking at Kevin Hart, and really studying them and analyzing them. And then, so you have your comedians. They're actually doing this is way better than a book. It's 1,000 times better than a book because you're seeing them do it, right? But then going on, so you're looking at that on YouTube, but then you also go to YouTube and you look at, for example, Charisma on Command, where excellent channel. I think they have what, millions of subscribers. I think that's the name of it, Charisma on Command. And they talk about storytelling. They talk about how to keep someone's attention. And they actually use sometimes they use comedians through it. And so they will tell you Charisma on Command and other, just say how to tell a story on YouTube. They will tell you the structure. They will tell you the structure of, how people are setting out events. Are they kind of chronological or are they all mixed up? How they're doing it. And they'll teach you about the structure. They'll teach you about the pacing. They'll teach you about the timing. And then you go onto YouTube, you stay on the YouTube and you look at the comedians and they're actually doing it. So you can see the dramatic pauses. You can see how they're moving their hands, their bodies. You can hear the inflection of their voices. Right? You're not going to get that in a book. But storytelling is so important. I'm glad Candid Ann asked this question because so many of your channels can be improved with the story. Right? So many. Now you don't, depending on your content, you don't need a story. I consulted with a beautiful woman the other day and she was doing arts and crafts, right? And everybody loved her arts and crafts. So she doesn't need a story, right? She's showing you how to do the glitter and the sequins and the hot glue gun and all this other stuff, the fabrics, right? Or if you have a channel and you're teaching about cooking, how to make the perfect steak, how to grill the perfect steak. If you were smart, you might put a story in, right, while you're grilling the steak. But sometimes people just want the information. They don't want to hear the bullshit. But if you've got more of a channel where you're just talking, you're expressing your opinions, you're doing a monologue, then I absolutely think a story would be great. I did a video today of a clip of a video. And what was it? It was this Black woman. Shout out to Suzette Speaks. It's this Black woman talking about how how children don't need fathers. They only need father figures, right? They don't need fathers. They don't need father figures. But what did she do? She told her story. She told her story about how she had this kid when the kid was 18 and how she went through the court system to fight the man. The man wanted 50-50 custody. The court wanted to give him 50-50 custody, and she fought for primary custody and why she fought for primary custody and how she won for primary custody and how the kid, had an uncle and the kid had her grandfather. The kid didn't need a father. People are keying in on that damn story. They're keying in on it, right? It really hurts me when I see guys and they want to enter this space and they're just preaching to people because the preaching will never work. It just won't work. Storytelling is so important. Some of my best videos, one of the biggest videos that I have, damn thing took off from the jump. I have a video, guys, where I'm trying to put men on game. That video died for I put that video up and it died immediately and it died for 10 months. Now it's after 10 months, now it's just being resurrected. I put a video up the other day, it hit immediately. And it was a clip. It was just a clip of me telling a story about a girl who looked like a moose. I told a story about a girl who looked like a moose. Go on that and read the comments. Everybody's like, oh my God, this guy needs his own show. The story was so captivating. But, because people just connect with stories. And the fact that Candid Ann is even asking this question lets you know she's about it. It is about storytelling. So if you are trying to go to a book for information about storytelling, you're going to the exact wrong place, in my opinion. You need to be going to YouTube and you need to be looking at videos on how to structure a story, how to tell a story, the important elements of the story, the beginning, the anticipation, when you go up and you get the climax, and then you go down and get the resolution, and then you go and give like the little goosh at the end, right? So you're seeing the levels of the story, the plot line, you get all that. And then you go to the comedians because the comedians tell stories. That's the best place to go for me, because you want your stories to be entertaining and you want them to be captivating. And no one does this. There's no profession that I can think of off the top of my head that tells stories for a living that are entertaining better than comedians. It used to be in the 80s and the 70s and 80s, comedians, they would actually tell jokes and like, oh, why did the chicken cross the road, right? Now it's almost all stories with punchlines. It's not even really jokes anymore. They're just like all of these stories. Some of these comedians, it'll be a 3-minute story, a 5-minute story, a 15-minute story. Right? That's funny, like my moose story, but it's still a story. So I think that's a great question, but I would not go to a book for this information because you can't see it. You can't see it, and a book is too slow. You need fast because you need to be pushing out this content, right? And so great question. And talking about pushing out content, guys, let me say this, and I've dropped the link for anybody who wants to come up. So shout out to Candid Ann. Shout out to Polite as fuck. Says my Trojan horse involves a book, YouTube, and the internet. Excellent, excellent. Shout out to Major Change Group. Awesome. Shout out to Major Change Group. Look who we got in the house. Suzette Speaks says, hey, Lead, how are you? Congratulations again on 100,000 and more. Glad to see you and fellow patron members. I'm still not sure where to locate my CPM. Can you tell me where it is? Yes, I'm going to do this right now. Let me show you how to get to your CPM. Now, I'm going to show you how to get to your CPM. Your CPM really is not the best number for you to be looking at, to be honest. Your CPM was a good number in 2017. Your CPM was a good number in 2018. It's not the number anymore, Suzette, that you really want to pay attention to. The number that you want to pay attention to is your RPM. All right, your RPM is what's the most important thing. All right. So I'll show you. Let me see if I can get here. Are you trying to do this on your phone or your desktop? All right, you ready? I should have only included the higher Patreon members. I should not let Snuggles in here. Oh, this was a mistake. This is a mistake. All right, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it goddamn anyway. But only for Suzette. Snuggles, close your eyes. All right. All right, so you go to your channel, right? I'm just going to show you on my desktop. So you go to your channel. So I'm just going to show you for December. Let me see if I can share my screen. Goddamn Snuggles. Give me 1 second. All right. This is my backend analytics. So you just go to your studio. This is for December. All right. For December, for the 1st through the 13th. All right. So you go down here from the 1st through the 13th. This is your views, your watch time, your subscribers, and how much you've made from the 1st until December. Right. So all you do is just go to revenue. You go to revenue. So this is how much money I've made from the 1st to the 13th or whatever. Here's your RPM right here. Here is your CPM. All right. You shouldn't really focus on your CPM so much. Just focus on your RPM. But your RPM is right here. Now, for some people, my RPM and my CPM are very close. Don't worry about your CPM. Just worry about your fucking RPM, to be honest. Don't even worry about your CPM. CPM's old school. CPM is 2017. RPM is where it's at. So this is how you get to it. All right? This is how you get to it. You just go into your analytics, and then you just go to your revenue tab, and it shows you right there. But do not, RPM is where it's at. And you want the number to be as high as possible. My number is pretty good. My number is about 20. It's not great. You know, some guys in the real estate, Orlando Miners RPM is like 80. God, there's so much money, guys. There's so much money if your shit is 80. For financial channels, their stuff is like 40, 50. Financial, investment, Bitcoin, Tesla, savings, credit cards, anything that has to do with money, anything that has to do with investing, it's a high CPM. It's high. And that's how you make your money. Mine is pretty good. Mine's 20. But, so that's not that good. But if you are a gaming channel, your CPM could be $1. A fucking dollar, right? Hair tutorials, makeup tutorials, $1, $1.50, $2, right? So that's how you get to your CPM. All right. Shout out to Zetsby. She said that yeah, that clip was crazy, right? Shout out to Major Group Chase says the same thing. We got I hope I'm saying that right. Fitness. Her story was shockingly boiled my blood as she spoke. Yes. Says your story is impeccable, Lee. Thank you. Yours is too. I love your channel. Shut up. I'm never allowing snuggles in here. I've learned. I have absolutely learned. Shout out to Candace Ann. Shout out to Suzette Speaks. Where do you get your topic suggestions? This is a good question. Let me see if Haley, where can I research my CPM? I mean, you can try to research it on YouTube. Here's the thing. Again, guys, stop focusing on your CPM. All right, CPM is old. Focus on your RPM. Look at your CPM, but it's like, okay, your CPM is important in terms of the category, but your RPM is really going to tell you the big number. YouTube does not disclose how much your CPM should be because your CPM changes every video. Your CPM is not just one thing. Oh, it's $20 or oh, it's $1. It varies from video to video. Now, there can be categories. Everybody knows that real estate has a high CPM. Everybody knows that gaming has a low CPM. But after that, you just have to get on YouTube and say, okay, what should be my CPM? What are CPM for food channels? Just type it into YouTube. CPM for food channels. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see what comes up. What is the CPM for food channels? What is the CPM for food channels? The first video, how much money do food vloggers make on YouTube? Yeah. You're going to have to do some hunting around because cooking channels, you know, they're not known to be the best for CPM. So you're going to have to hunt around, but that's how you do it. All right. So how do you where can I find my ROM if I'm not monetized yet? What is your ROM? I've dropped the link, guys. Do y'all want to come up? Does anybody want to come up? I'll drop the link again. Drop the link. All right. Lee says, salute. I just found out about you and I appreciate your mention. Thank you so much, Lee, every day. Really appreciate it. Whatever did I do wrong? Innocent me. Just look at me. Everybody knows who you are. Shut up. Says, I know it's low. That's all I know. Yeah. Just go on. Well, you might not be monetized yet. But listen, at the end of the day, you're the king of Foods Network. All right. Here's the thing, guys. At the end of the day, your CPM is what it is. Your RPM is what it is. But your CPM is only a small portion of your money. It's only a small portion of your money. All right. Um, if all of your money is coming from AdSense, the CPM only talks about AdSense. What is AdSense? AdSense is the money that YouTube gives you based on the ads that are clicked. Usually, guys, for YouTubers, this is going to be the smallest amount of money that you get for YouTubers that are bigger, right? When you just start out, actually, even some of you guys are getting zero in AdSense. Some of you guys aren't even monetized yet, but you're still getting cash apps. People like Friendsgiving are supporting you. So you might do a whole stream, you might get $50 and YouTube paid you zero. Your CPM is going to be zero, but your RPM is going to be $50. That's why your RPM is more important. Your RPM takes into account more things. Your RPM takes into account your cash apps. No, not your cash apps. Anything related based on YouTube. Your super chats. RPM takes into your account your super stickers. RPM takes into your account, I believe, the memberships. Right? Everything connected. I don't think it doesn't take into account merch if you're selling merchandise. But don't be concerned. Your CPM is what it is, and you don't have any control of it. The only way you can control your CPM is to change topics. So if you're going to do food, you don't like your CPM, you got to go to real estate. It's not like, oh, I'm going to talk about barbecue instead of talking about the sauteed foods. It's not going to adjust it that much. But the CPM only relates to the ads. But once you get bigger, it's going to be a smaller portion of your money. Shout out to Millennial Mark TV. Millennial Mark TV, you know what he talks about? He talks about cleaning tile floors. The CPM might not be big on that. So he's not going to, maybe he doesn't get a lot of AdSense. But he's going to start doing live streams. He's doing live streams already. So once he gets monetized, that means he's going to get super chats. It means he's going to get super stickers. It means he's going to get cash apps. It means he's going to get PayPals. What else is he going to get? People are like, hey, I've got a crew and I need to know how to set up my crew to maximize it. So now he's getting consultations. People call him up, hey, how do I clean this particular style of tile floor? It's a very delicate flooring and I don't want to mess it up. That's the consultations, right? People call him up, says, hey, I want you to fly out to Minnesota. I got a group of 5 guys. I want you to talk to them. Right. So now he's flying out, talking to people. All of that is money, guys. Guess what? Guess what he can start doing? He can start selling. He can start selling special sponges, special scrubs that won't fuck up the floors. He can start selling special detergents. Right? Guys, the damn AdSense, the CPM is it's going to be minimal for this man. This man is going to make $1 million on YouTube, and he might only have, on maybe 200,000 subscribers. He's going to have a Patreon. He's going to have a Discord. Right? There's so much money that can be made on YouTube. So the CPM, don't get caught up so much in the CPM stuff, because at the end of the day, the AdSense stuff is small potatoes, right? You can do so much. Now, if you're just if you're doing reaction videos, maybe, you can't, who's going to consult you, right? Because you're doing reaction videos. Maybe you don't get the consults. You can still do a Patreon. You can still do a Discord. Anybody on Wealth Squad Discords? I pay to get on Wealth Squad's Discord. I pay $50 a month. Black dudes over there making $1.5 million a year on their damn Discord. No, $1.5 million, $1.5 million, $1.5 million, not a year, $1.5 million a month. These Black dudes and Black women over there, the administrators, they're making they're making $1.5 million a month on their Discord. Just the fucking Discord, right? I pay $50 to get in that bitch every month. But they teach me about options, right? They make me money. So they can have the $50. I mean, what I made on that SPY alone, what I made on that Apple alone, right? So there are multiple ways to monetize your channel. Don't get so fixated in the CPM. Now you need to know what it is, because if you're going to start a damn gaming channel, you're not going to make any money on the ads, but you can make money in other ways. I haven't even talked about affiliate marketing. I haven't even talked about merch. I haven't even talked about selling courses. I'm coming out with a course, guys. How to live stream. January 15th, January something is dropping. Courses, books, ebooks. There's so many ways to use YouTube to make money. So the CPM is important, but it's going to be the smallest amount you're going to get once you get bigger, depending on your channel, right? So don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in that. All right. All right. Let's go to. We got some people in the back here. Let's go to Vince. Shut up, Vince. I've been trying to get in touch with you.
You know, I didn't see an email or anything. A number I'm supposed to call or what?
I know, on the Patreon.
You know what? I hate to admit this, but I forgot my email. I mean, my login to Patreon, so I can't even log in.
Oh no! Well, I am glad that you are here. Did they not give you an option to reset your password?
You know, I did, and then I got sidetracked. You know.
Oh, okay. Well, say you got sidetracked, then don't blame Patreon. Don't blame Patreon. I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you for joining the Patreon. I really appreciate that. Did you hear me looking for you in my last?
I did. You know, and I didn't know. You know, I'm new to your stuff. And I didn't realize how often and how long you gave out content every day. You know, it seems like every day you're on for a couple hours.
Yeah. Well, I'm on Patreon. Then I also do my live streams on YouTube, and those can be a long time. But I'm so glad you're saying this, actually, because what white women have been doing this for years on YouTube, and they'll do what's called Vlogmas. So it's like Christmas, but instead of Christmas, the mask, they put vlog. So it's not Christmas, it's Vlogmas. So I said, listen, let's try this, guys. Let's try Vlogmas and try to put out a lot of content. What Vlogmas is, they try to upload every day for up until Christmas. So December 1st to the 25th. And, you know, I've been telling you guys that pushing out a lot of content is important on YouTube. It used to be that you could grow a very strong channel uploading once a week. I remember back in 2019, 18, they would tell people, oh, if you want to succeed on YouTube, you have to be consistent. You have to publish at least one video a week every Thursday. Put it in your calendar. Publish once a week now on YouTube and see what happens. Right? Your channel is going nowhere. It's absolutely going nowhere. So you have to publish more. So what I've been doing is taking my live streams, 3-4 hour live streams, and I clip them up. I have somebody that clips them up for me, and then I just put them up. So it looks like I'm posting, I'm working every day, but in reality, those are just clips from stuff that I have produced already. Because trying to do it every single day is so hard, right? It's so hard, especially if you got jobs and stuff.
Well, I was wondering if you were still practicing law, or you just like in front of the camera every day.
Yes, I started the retirement process in January, so I'm pretty much done. I still do mediations because I love those, but you know, I don't do a ton of those. Those maybe I do 2 or 3 a week or something like that on my off days.
No, where are you located physically?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am so glad that you heard my call saying, hey, get in touch with me. What I want you to do is go to my website, which is theleadattorney.com. You don't need to write that down. You can remember it.
Okay.
Just theleadattorney.com. and look to see when I am free. Just click on something like the YouTube consult. Look to see where I'm free. Do not book a session. All right, don't book a session. You just want to see when I'm free, and then send me a message saying, "Hey, I'm free at this day at this time," which I see that you're free, and then we'll start our channel reviews.
Okay, very
All
good.
right. Do you have a channel already?
I do. It's called CPS Defense Strategist. Or
CPS.
Strategy.
Okay, CPS Defense Strategy. That's
Yeah,
a
or
serious
Strategy.
name right there.
Yeah.
Strategist.
Yeah, something like that. I forget.
Oh.
So here's the basis of the channel. I do a
Okay.
radio show on Saturdays, generally from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Hmm.
And the YouTube channel was just the show cut up,
Mm,
because it would be simulcast, and I would do it on the live stream
gotcha.
on a couple social media sites. I can't do it live to YouTube because of copyright issues. There's music and there's commercials and all that kind of stuff. So I can't do it, but we just cut it up and post it. I also started doing other live streams just to YouTube and Facebook, different channels during the week. Um, and those are live, usually
Hmm.
30-minute or 1 hour shows, quote unquote. But
Awesome.
but the interesting thing is, I did it just because someone asked me to do it as a favor, to let people in California and around the country just see these videos or see these repeats of the shows, and it's now become my biggest lead generation, you know, thing. People are always talking to me. Oh, I saw your videos. I saw your videos. I saw your videos. It's like
Awesome.
it's like I don't even have a website, you know. Although I do have a
Exactly.
although I do have a website, but people only know me now by the videos. I you know,
And
I
let me
go
just jump, let me cut you off right there, because this kind of goes back to what I was talking about before. Guys, there's so many ways to monetize YouTube or have YouTube make revenue for you, right? You don't just need to focus on your CPM. Vince is not focused on his CPM, but YouTube is still making him money. He might not even know what the hell his CPM is, right? It doesn't really matter because the AdSense might be so, he might not even be monetized yet. How many subscribers do you have?
almost 10,000.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, you're monetizing. You're doing it. You're
Right.
doing it.
But the
But
amount
you
but the
oh,
amount of money that I get from the monetization, is just really small.
exactly. Exactly. That's exactly right. And once you start, you know, getting strong on YouTube, that's just the way it's going to be. Usually, you have to have a very special channel for your AdSense to be a lot. You just have to be putting out just, these 10-minute videos, 7-minute videos, 13-minute videos, and that's all you're doing. You're not selling anything. You don't have any courses, any books. You're not consulting. You don't have any merch. You don't have any affiliate links. You're not doing anything but the videos, right?
Right.
But that's really wasting a lot of opportunity. There's so many ways you can generate various revenue streams from YouTube, right? And this is not to say that you can't make money on YouTube, because again, YouTube will, I mean, they'll pay you, right? This is for December. Are we at December 15th yet?
14.
No, 14. So this is halfway through, and I've already gotten 25,000, right? Halfway through the month. So
For
you could,
that's just your AdSense
this is like AdSense and
Me- membership.
yeah, this is AdSense and Super Chat. So it's like 50-50.
What? Super chats.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I
And so if you double this, because we're in halfway through the month, right? If you just double it and put it through the whole month, you're looking at about 50 grand. Listen to what I'm telling you. You guys be like, oh, 50 grand is a lot. 50 grand is peanuts, guys. I just had 1,000 subscribers in January. So you got to give me some time to make some money. I mean, 50,000. I know people in the YouTube space now that I'm a YouTuber. I know people in the space, easily making 100,000, 150,000, $200,000 a month. And that doesn't include the consults. That doesn't include the Patreon. That doesn't include the merch. It doesn't include the affiliate links. It doesn't include the sponsorships. right? There's so many ways to make money on this thing. So your CPM, you can know what your CPM is, fine, but don't get focused on that. That's just such a small part, such a small part. King of Food says he has his first sponsor. That is excellent. Yes. I think I just got my first sponsor maybe 2 months ago. Right. So now I started charging a little bit for collaborations and shout outs here and there and stuff like that. Right. But yeah, so you got yours way before I got mine. So that is I just got mine like 2 months ago, something like that. So shout out to King of Foods Networks. That is absolutely excellent. Excellent, excellent. Lee every day says, I just want to make an extra $1,000 a month. Let me tell you something. That is very difficult to do because once you make 1,000, it's going to turn into 3, and then it's going to turn into 5. To make just $1,000 a month, you have to try because once you get everything established to the point where you can make 1,000, it just keeps going up. Right, it keeps going up. So I'm sorry to keep cutting you off, Vince. I just wanted to shout out some of the stuff that was in the chat too as well. Yeah, tell us any questions or issues that you have going on with your channel. We're going to talk again, right? I want you to go to my. First of all, you need to recover your account, right? You need to be able to get into your Patreon, and then you're already in your Patreon. Are you in your Patreon now because you got this, right? So you're in it now.
No, I think I thought I clicked the link for the Zoom, but the StreamYard link came up, and that's how I got here.
You might be in the Patreon because I think this what we're doing here is only available to Patreon members.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the people that you see over here, everybody's a Patreon member. So this is not a regular YouTube thing. This is it's just us. It's just family, right? So so you're in it already, so that's good. So just go into the messaging part and just send me when you're available, when we're both available, and you can do that just go into my website. But again, don't book anything. Just check my so we're gonna do that. But yeah, tell me what questions or issues do you have?
I saw a YouTube video, or I saw a comment or something that you had a blueprint to make $25K a month on YouTube. And I thought, well, I hear people talking about it all the time. This guy's, an attorney. I'm a lawyer. And I said, well, let me check him out. And then I watched more and more of your stuff, and it was kind of fascinating, what you were doing with the platform. And I said, well, that's why I got on Patreon, and I accidentally, by the way, found the highest level. What is it? The Supreme Court?
The Supreme Court level. Yes, I've been shouting you out every live stream.
Because it's not in the fold. You have to like scroll down to find it.
Yes.
And I accidentally scrolled down, and I said, oh, he's got this is the top of the line. Okay, I'm going to get that one.
My man said top of the line. That's awesome. This is the man. Sorry about that. I just love when people really just. I wish this would have been around for me. I made so many mistakes that took me. I mean, it really set me back 1.5 years. And what that really means, guys, is that it cost me money that I'm not going to be able to get back. Imagine, being able to recover 1.5 years of, so what's that? 18 months of making, $50,000 a month. So much, so much money that I lost. So time is so important. But yeah, I'm so glad that you were able to do that, Vince.
So I joined, and we'll have to get together and figure out how to take me there.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll do this. Go ahead and look at my website. Just go in. I'll show you how to do it right now. Give me 1 second. So you would just go to the leadattorney.com. All right, let me put this back up. All right. So look here, you just go to leadattorney.com, right? You see me right here? Just click on it. This is me. Go all the way down to just push one of these. It doesn't matter where it says YouTube, anything below YouTube, and it's going to give you a time. All right. Okay. So just write a time, a day and a time when you are, give me just 2 times in a day, same day or different day, whatever, that you are available, and just write it down on a Post-it, and then go to your Patreon and just say, hey, I'm available this day at this time and this day at this time. Again, do not book a session because they're going to charge you. All right.
Sounds good.
Perfect, Vince. Well, I'm going to let some other people come up, but I am looking forward to talking to you. So glad that that you are here, Vince. I've been looking for you. I've been looking for you. And thank you so much for joining at the highest level, the Supreme Court level. I really appreciate that, Vince.
Thank you very much.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, we got Supreme Court members up here. We got Luann in the house. I'm gonna bring up Luann. And again, guys, I'm gonna drop the give me 1 second here. Let me drop the link if anybody wants to come up. Luann, great to see you. Tell us a little bit about your channel. Oh, you are muted. Give me 1 second. All right, you're unmuted.
Hi.
Hello, Luann. How are you doing?
Okay. Yeah, I create DIY, just showing people how to take everyday items and make their house look fantastic. And I've been a fashion designer, so I do that too. So
Awesome.
on this channel, I more do DIYs, and I might start another channel for the fashion design.
Great. And what's your channel name?
Luann Skaggs.
Luann Skaggs, right? And
Yeah.
how many subscribers do you have?
I think like 95,000.
Woo! 95,000. Shout out to Luann with the 95,000 subscribers. Awesome. 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 Here comes Suzette with the Island Girls, right?
Yes, Suzette, I heard you. I was telling Lead about you the other day, and yeah, we were vibing.
Yes. Suzette, Luann is one of your defenders.
Yes, I was like, he's so poised.
Oh, she loves some Suzette. She loves some Suzette. I love Suzette too. I love Suzette too. Suzette
so then I had to go
awesome.
and subscribe and then when the person from Jamaica called and she brought out her little island accent, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I like Suzette. Suzette I was watching the stream she had actually with King of Foods Network, and she was saying how she needed to get a mixer, and she was like, "Yeah, I need the," but the way that she said it, it sounded exactly like my mixer. In fact, I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip it and just put it as one of my sounds because the way that she said it sounded exactly. It was the exact sound. Like she's got perfect pitch or something. It was amazing. So shout out to Suzette Speaks. But yeah, Luann is one of the people emailing me. Oh, stop beating up Suzette.
I didn't say that. I just said she was so poised the way she answered the questions. And then when you said she was a lawyer, then I said, okay, so that's where it came from.
Yes, Suzette is
absolutely.
Suzette is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so Luann, you got 95,000 subscribers. You are a behemoth in this space. That is awesome.
Well, I could say I really think that maybe there is something people desperately wants to see how they could decorate their place as an affordable price. So I guess that's a good space. But as you were saying earlier with making sure and being consistent, once a week, you were saying that, even if you do once a week, that's barely anything. And really and truly, you could see it in your back office. You post once and then it dies and now you have nothing to carry through. So yes, you have to post at least 3 times a week in this day and age. So even if you have a lot of subscribers, you still have to be consistent, else you'll be paying for it.
It's true. You are exactly right. And Suzette Speaks says, Luann, thank you so much. Says, how long did it take you to get to 95,000 subscribers?
Well, my journey is a little bit different because I'm definitely not posting the way that I should. I post like once every few months. That's not good.
No, it's not.
We talked about this. I don't think anybody should follow what I'm doing. But I think I
will say this though. Let me jump in. Relatively speaking, she got to 95,000 subscribers way faster than I got to that. She did it on so few videos. So many people love her videos. She puts out a video and just people start subscribing. People absolutely love her videos. She got there I mean, if she would have just, done more than 5 videos in 8 months, 5 videos in 8 months, right? But then the amount of videos that I have versus the amount of videos that she has, like I have way more videos than her, and we're at the same place. So she got there extremely fast if you take into account the number of videos that she has. She's absolutely an excellent content creator.
So what I would say, like Steve Harvey, what he says is find what you're effortlessly good at, and then that would make way, the world would make way for what you're good at. So
Mhm.
if you know that there's something that's so easy and comes so natural to you, put it out there. It would have a space in the world because that's the God-given gift that he gave to you. And that really helps. And one of the other things is I was listening, like that person who was talking about storytelling
Mhm.
earlier on. I remembered after we had our consultation, I was looking back at some more of your videos. And
Mhm.
then I was saying, in my videos, what I'd like to do is have the way that you do the inflection and the dramatization of some words and all of that. I was like, no, I think I have to learn how to do.
People love that. I don't know, for
Yeah,
some reason they love it when you're like here and then you're here and then when you change it up.
you go
Also,
through a roller coaster of emotion.
yes. People do not like when you talk like this all the time. They cannot stand it. It's so boring. No, people don't like that. People like
No,
when you
so
have pauses and then you speed up a little bit, you're low, and then you go high. Like they love it. They love it.
so my husband loves my accent,
Mhm.
but when
Snuggle says, "What part of Trinidad are you from?"
I'm all over. I was born in Point Fortin. I lived in Arima. And then we was living in Port of Spain. I all over. I
And
mean,
shout out to Snuggles knowing about Trinidad.
what do you know about Trinidad,
All
Snuggles?
right, what does she know? Shout out to Snuggles. You don't know who Snuggles is, Luann, but Snuggles is a very special person. A
But I
very, very
like
special
the name
person.
Snuggles though.
Yes, but no one knows if it's a he or a she. So
Oh,
that's Snuggles is famous, but famous for kind of trolling a little bit. But
oh,
he is famous. I think it's a she, but no one knows for sure. No one knows for sure. But shout out to Snuggles for knowing that you've got some Trinidadian in you, right?
yeah.
And
No, I didn't say I was from
you
Trinidad.
didn't say it. You did not say it. No, Snuggles
Yeah,
just guessed
Snuggles,
it.
because most people hear the accent and say Jamaica.
Jamaica.
I guess everybody that has an accent is from Jamaica.
Exactly. Jamaica or Mexico. What are the other?
So at least Snuggles got it right on the head.
That's exactly right. And Suzette speaks that she just subscribed to you. As if
But
you
but
needed
but
another
I
subscriber,
want
right?
people to subscribe only if they're interested in those type of content.
Yeah. And it's like arts and crafts and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, if the people aren't interested in arts and craft, that's okay. I don't. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not going to make another video till March anyway, right? So what does it matter?
Oh, I'm starting to go live from Wednesday of next week.
Awesome. Awesome.
And I'll do the
Awesome.
clips like you lead, where I
Yes.
would clip the videos and then put the 10 minutes from there. But yeah, I'm
Yes.
absolutely starting to go live from next week. And that should be more fun. And then I would be able to get the content that way.
I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect. So you got an absolute plan. I'm
I like
excited for you.
DIY content.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Youngblood City says he likes the DIY content. That's fantastic. Fantastic. All right, did you have any questions or issues? Because we got
That
some more people
that
back
that
here.
was
No?
all. That was all. I was, because you were talking about comedians, and then I was saying I think lawyers is up there too, because you have to know how to speak in front of, at least convince the jury and all of that. And
Exactly.
for that, because I noticed that when you were talking, so I realized that okay, yeah, I could listen.
Yes. And I think you would be perfect for it because we had a 15-minute conversation and 45 minutes in, I'm like, man. I'm like, so you can absolutely talk, Luann. You can talk, boy.
Okay, I would give someone else time to say what they have to say, but it was nice.
Yes, it's always great to see you, Luann. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And looking forward to some more content from you. All right.
Okay, bye.
Hopefully we don't have to wait until March. All right. Shout out to Luann. All right, let's bring up I Am Michon. Am I saying that right? Oh, I'm sorry. I had you it looks like you're muted on your end.
Hi.
All right. Yes, we can hear you now. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Do you
Like
have
a celebrity right now?
Oh no, come on now. Come on. We just had Luann on. We're the same size. We got some heavy hitters in here. Heavy hitters. Shout out to Gaston's World. Gaston's World is amazing. And shout out again to Melissa Jane, guys. Melissa Jane. All right, we got I Am. How do you say your name? Michon Denise?
Michon Denise, yes.
Perfect. And you have a YouTube channel. Have you started your YouTube channel already?
So I have two. I usually come to you as Dope Chick Creation. So that's
excellent.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had said to me, you need to start a reaction because that's do DIY, like the last young lady.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that's what Dope Chick Creations is. So that's my business. And that's where I follow all you guys on. So I get more than just crafts over there. So then I started a few weeks ago, I Am Michon Denise.
Awesome.
So for reactions and discussions from a married woman's point of view.
Perfect.
That's what my thought process was for that. But it just started. So one person has subscribed. So
nice. That's where it starts. That's where it starts. I remember the first person subscribed to my channel, and it was me. I set up another account.
Yes,
so I was my first subscriber. I remember. I absolutely remember. What type of videos are you going to be reacting to?
So I actually did the what is his name? Raji Black, like the night before you all did it, because I saw it. I said, oh my God. And then I did. You know, I think you talked one time about doing a live stream and you're like, no one's there. And then one person comes in and then they leave and all of that. So I'm trying to learn how to use StreamYard and where I'm supposed to look, how I'm supposed to hold my head. Like all that is like very confusing. So I'm just practicing. So I just did a live on Dope Chick Creations, and I was more comfortable there because I've been doing that for a while. So it was a little bit more comfortable. So it's just like figuring out where your head goes and that type of stuff. But I'm going to just talk about regular events, kind of be available because, you know, I see, you know, ladies who are like downtrodden sometimes, or they feel beat up on from like, I'll just say red pill guys and, you know, Kevin and you sometimes.
Oh my God. Michon, she's getting at me. Listen, the last lady, the last young lady that was up here, she said the same thing. She said, oh, I didn't like the way you were beating up on Suzette. So y'all women stick together. Shout out to the sisterhood.
No, you weren't beating
Shout out to the sisterhood.
No, that was fine. Suzette's conversations were fine. But you know, people act or women act like they don't understand and they don't want to listen to the guy. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe you'll listen to someone that's married if you want to be married. I kind of know about it a little bit. Right. So be here for that purpose because I agree on, I don't know how this happened with a lot of things that the guys do say. I do.
Absolutely. Well, reaction videos is certainly a way to blow up. A lot of people get a lot of subscribers very, very quickly on reaction videos. Did your video on this whole Jay Black thing, did it get taken down?
It didn't. It
didn't. A lot of people's got taken down. Mine got taken down. Gail, my moderator, hers got taken down. 4 or 5 other people messaged me saying, yeah, mine was taken down too. So mine was taken down. I appealed it and they put it back up.
I saw that.
But
Good.
Yeah, a lot of people's got taken, and they demonetize it. And if you watch my video, if you want to watch it, you have to click on there saying that you're 18 and above, and you have to click on there saying that you're not suicidal and all this other stuff. Like, yeah, they demonetized it. They do not want that damn video up, boy. They do not want it on the site.
I watched
But
it live, so that's all good.
yeah.
But you've been great. So I want to also just say thank you for everything that you do for the rest of us. And I'm glad
Oh, thank you.
I'll as I get it together, I'll be more of a Patreon member. I promise you.
No, you're
I'll be
fine.
more involved in January 2022. This is the year. I'm gonna be like you by the end of next year. That's the goal. Okay.
I hear that. I hear that. I think that's perfect. Do you have any questions or issues about YouTube?
No. I just feel like I need to figure out this daggone StreamYard because I'm telling you, you see me because I just don't know my head is all weird and what am I looking at?
Why do you think your head's weird?
Because it's the opposite. It's like the opposite when I'm looking. Does that make sense? I'm looking at myself oppositely. Do I sound crazy?
You say you're looking at yourself oppositely. Let me see.
When I'm looking at myself,
You're saying that it's reversed?
yeah. So I'll think I'm going this way and I'm really going that way on the screen.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. I'll try to adjust my tie and I'll move it the wrong way. That's just how the camera works. But if you're just talking, why does it matter? It matters if you're trying to do something. Like sometimes I try to move my cord and I'll look at me and I'll move my cord the wrong way.
Yes,
that does happen. That happens to me too. It happens because it's like reverse. But if you're just talking, why does it matter? If you're just talking to the camera, say, "Oh, Suzette speak," blah, 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 blah. Like why does it matter? If it's reversed?
I'm just getting used to it. It's just weird to me. I'm just getting used to it.
No,
I should be looking at myself, and that's the problem. I should just be.
You probably should be looking at yourself. People criticize me all the time. I don't look at myself. I like looking. I don't like looking at the camera because I'm not getting any information from the camera. I'm not getting any feedback, right? I can't tell if this is in the right place. I can't tell how my tie looks. I can't see your expression. I need to be able to see your expression. I can't see your lips moving. I can't see your mouth. I can't see what you're doing if I'm just looking at the damn camera, right? But people they're more accustomed to people looking in the camera. But I can't look at the camera. I can't see comments over here. I can't see super chats over here. I can't see anything over here. It's just a damn camera. If I'm over here, I can see you, your pretty face. I can see what expressions you're making. If I say something, you're surprised. If I say something, you get angry. I need to see all of that, right? I can't see the super chats. I can't see, I can't click on people and pull up stuff.
A lot going on.
So there's so much going on, right? If I'm going to share my screen with you guys, I can't share my screen and see what I got going on up here. Yeah. If I'm looking at the camera, I can't see any of that. Okay. So you probably should be looking at the camera, but because I get comments every single video. It pisses people off, but I don't care. I'm going to do it this way, right? I'm going to do it this way. But yeah, people do not like. I think Suzette is really good for looking at the camera. I don't know how she does it. I really don't.
All right, Suzette, I'll look at the camera. Okay.
Yeah. So what else? I want to help you through this. I know I'm very well acquainted with StreamYard.
Okay. Well, that's that. But I know like we need to do content. So doing two at the same time is going to be tough because it's completely one thing over here and then it's going to be completely something different over here.
You mean having two channels at the same time?
Yes. Yeah. But I still want to do it. So do you think like 3 times a week is good, or trying to catch like the Raji stuff? You know what I mean? Trying to catch what's going on is more important.
Let's go back a little bit. Why are you doing 2 channels again?
Because the one is for business, and whenever I do something, I just am recording myself. Honestly, that's pretty simple because I'm doing it anyway. But by the time I'm done, sometimes it's like, all right, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing any other channel. You know what I mean? So it's coming up slow. It's coming up slow for the reaction channel, I'll say, if that makes sense.
Yeah. When did you start your reaction channel?
About 2 weeks ago.
She started 2 weeks ago, said it's coming up slow. Come on, guys. Oh my God, that might have been a record, boy. I get people, you know, they got 9 videos. Why haven't I blown up yet? Now we got Michon. Michon's like, man, Lee, my channel's going so slow. Well, you know, I can't get any subscribers. Okay, when did you start? 8:30 this morning. I'm like, come on, man. You started your channel at 8:30 this morning, talking about it's going pretty slow.
I know, but
I love you guys.
It's starting to really ramp up over on the other one. I have 139 subscribers. So
nice.
Working slowly but surely. So I will you know, I'll just keep posting. It's just trying to figure out what, like, I feel like that Rajay Black thing has been played to death at this point.
Yeah.
People talking about it so much already.
Yeah, people talked about it a lot.
Yeah. So do you think catching up on what's popular is what should be done?
If you're trying to do reaction channels, absolutely. Like what came out like today? What came out yesterday? You try to talk about something that happened 2 weeks ago, no one cares because everybody's heard it before.
Right.
So you have to be timely. It's like the news. Somebody said that Suzette Speaks is a TV host. Really? I dated a TV host a couple of years ago. All right, she would have really helped me out a lot with this YouTube thing.
Okay.
But like a TV host, like the news people, they don't talk about what happened 2 weeks ago. They talk about what happened like at the max yesterday, but really today. Like they wanted like late breaking news, like stuff that's happening right now. That's why everybody hit that Raj. Honestly, it was a gift to me because I think I found about it on Sunday. I'm supposed to stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On Sunday afternoon, I didn't know what I was going to talk about on Monday. I didn't have anything to talk about, anything. Then that hit, I was like, well, I got something to talk about. You know, it sounds bad because, you know, all these people lost their lives. Yeah. But not only did I have something to talk about, it was an excellent stream and we got a lot of different viewpoints. And I'm continuing to get content out of it. I got content today from that video yesterday. And then on Thursday, I'm going to put up another clip. So that one thing on Monday, that one event allowed me to have multiple content pieces for my channel.
Okay.
Because you need to be, again, guys, you want to be timely with stuff, but you also want to pound that algorithm every day if you can. Like the maximum you should wait, in my opinion, is once every 3 days. If you can't film once every 3 days as a new YouTuber, you need to start a blog or something like this. Start a TikTok or something. This is not going to be the platform where you're going to see success. Especially like if you're Michon, like, man, I just started at 8:30 my channel. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have 100,000 right now, right? Michon is trying to get it. So yeah, 2 weeks is way too early. In fact, Michon, just because you said that, and I felt that way, we all feel that way. I'm gonna post a video after this on my Patreon for everybody. And the video blew my mind. And the video is by a Black guy. And he's out of Atlanta and he's a YouTuber. But what he does is he helps other YouTubers. And he's been on YouTube forever. He's down the street in Jonesboro. He's been on YouTube, I think, for over 10 years. He has over 500,000 subscribers. His name is Roberto Black. He came out with a video that just, I mean, it's a must-watch video for anybody in the Patreon. You must watch it. In fact, I'm going to post that right after we get off this thing. Okay. And so I want you to watch that. And it's only a 7-minute video, but it's very, very important. So I'm gonna put that up there. All right.
Sounds good. Will do.
You got any other questions or concerns? Yeah. I'm excited for you, Michon. Having 2 channels is tough. I've got another channel and I treat it like a redheaded stepchild. I don't ever post on that thing anymore. I really don't.
YouTube University, is it?
I know, right? Sorry. I never post on it because, like, whenever I think about it, I'm like, well, I should be posting on my regular channel, or if I'm going to post something, then I'm going to post on my Patreon because you guys are paying me, right? That damn channel over there ain't even monetized. So if it comes to, you know, investing time in this or investing time in that, I'm always going to choose this. And I don't know when the last upload was on that damn channel. It has legs, but I just, between running my channel and then this Patreon and then trying to live a life too, right? I can't do it. So I applaud you for running 2 channels. I had 2 brothers on my stream on Friday. Like one brother had like 3 channels with, over 800,000 subscribers, the playback people.
Yes.
I was like, just as country, I was like, how do you find the time? And he said, he does YouTube every waking moment.
That's his job.
Every waking moment. Well, I mean, that's more than a job. Because the job, you really think 9 to 5.
Yeah.
He's like every waking moment, right? It's like a passion.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you can have something like that, you will absolutely be successful. Cool. Right. So, but yeah, to run 2 channels, I mean, you're really doing it, Michelle. I am not doing that successfully.
I'm just getting started, so we shall see. But thank you so much for all the information and for doing this today.
No problem, Michelle. I look forward to seeing some more content from you, right? And watch. Thank you. And watch this video that I put out.
Definitely. All right. Thank you.
All right. And then I got Gaston's World. Gaston's World, how are you doing?
I'm good, Lee. What's going on, man?
I am doing great, man. I love the fact that you do it. You're changing your style up.
It's really it's effective. Like the t-shirt thing. Yeah, the t-shirt thing. When I first started the videos, I mean, people were hearing me, but they weren't. Wasn't nobody coming for the t-shirts.
Right.
So I got a closet full of shit that I used to wear when I worked in corporate America. So I was like, hey, let me put this stuff on and
absolutely might as well use it, right? I hear you. Now, shout your channel out real quick.
So I also have 2 channels, a redheaded stepchild, right? So I have Gaston's World, and then I have the Vets Organization, which is like for my business, but it's hard to post stuff over there. But yeah, no, Gaston's World. The struggle I'm having with that is like, so now I'm posting content more regularly, every day for the last few days, actually. So, and I'm gonna keep it up. But one is, where do I, like you said, the whole Raja Black thing, or was it Raja Black?
Something like that.
And he had his situation, and unfortunately, I didn't jump on that. But it sounds like maybe I didn't miss anything because everybody's video got taken out anyway. But sad story. I'm not. No,
I'm just agreeing with you that so many videos got taken down. I mean, you're right. Oh, and let me just say this too. Why did it get taken down, guys? It got taken down because YouTube thought I was suicidal. YouTube sent me an email saying, hey, man, this violates our policy on self-harm. We are taking this down. You can't even see it. It's gone. Wow. And then they sent me another email 5 seconds later saying, listen, we saw that video you made. You need to call this suicide hotline because we think you're suicidal, right? Now, of course, they're relying on the algorithms, right? It was the algorithms that scanned and scrubbed the videos but that's why. So I learned a lesson, and this is kind of a lesson that I knew, but I didn't take it seriously, right? They say, oh, don't use the N-word on your videos, but I do those, and most of the time they get monetized.
Right.
People say, don't say the word rape on your videos, and rapes come out a few times. Some people have accidentally said it and nothing happens. People also say, don't use the word suicide. I learned do not let anybody say that word. I mean, they're for real on that suicide stuff. They sent me a 1-800 number to call. They were trying to save my life. So do not tempt them with that. Don't tempt them
that right up out of there, huh?
Yeah, boy. They were not playing at all. I started getting all of these messages. Where's the video? Where's the video? I can't believe YouTube took the video down. I can't believe YouTube. I was like, YouTube took my video down? People were commenting me, telling me YouTube took my video down before I got the emails.
Wow.
So they knew it, but they were watching it. And now to go back and
like in real time, like took it down. So like
they took it down in real time and showed the people why. They said it violated the self-harm. And now if you go on my channel and you want to watch it, you have to log on to your account. You just can't watch it from anybody's account. You got to log on to your account and you have to click a button saying that you're 18 and older and that you're fine and all this other stuff. Right. And they demonetize it on top of that.
So in your case with demonetization, I'm not there yet, but when your video gets demonetized, any income that it made previously to that goes away too, or does it just moving forward, it won't be monetized?
Just moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, moving forward, the damn yeah, I know, right? But the damn video is gonna stay up, 10 years, right? And so
they're gonna make their money from it because I bet you still got ads on it, right?
I don't know. That's suicide stuff. They probably ain't.
Man, YouTube they don't care for real. They just want the money. But look, so I got an intro. I don't know if you ever seen one of my videos, but I have intro.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna pull up your video, put up your channel now. You say you got an intro?
Yeah, I have an intro right before my video starts. It's just like a skyline view of Atlanta, and then I have a little music, some clips of me like working out and stuff. And so I wonder, is that like, should I take that out? Because I mean, obviously somebody on like a replay can just skip past it, but
is it the Gaston's Media World?
No, just Gaston's World. Let me see if I can put it in the chat. Hold on. Does
it come up, or do people have a problem finding it?
I think that's another thing. I don't think you could search it yet because I only have 180 subscribers.
Yeah, you can't. I'm not finding it yet.
All right, so you could just the chat I just sent, or you could just double click, or you can't, but you can highlight that and then put it in the search bar.
Okay. I'll try. I got it. So what were you saying about the?
So yeah, it's one, my videos were getting demonetized, and I'm not even monetized, but I was getting copyright claims for the music that I was having in them, so I had to take those out. But now I made my own music, so I had to go download an app to make a beat, and I have my own music in it now. But yeah, so should I even have an intro right now? Kevin Samuels, when he does his streams, he has the little time before, and it's not that long. It's like 3 minutes, but it's just kind of letting people kind of feel in, and that's a good question because I don't know either.
Did you put your channel name in the? I don't see it.
So what I was saying is my
Where did you put it in the chat? Oh, put it in the private chat.
Okay.
I don't think they let you. I don't see it in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I am not a fan of
intros.
I'm not. Now, I will. People say, "Oh, well, Kevin Samuels has a fan." Kevin Samuels has an intro. Let me tell you something. Kevin Samuels can do pretty much anything at this point.
Right.
No, he really can. But we can't really do anything. All right. We gotta. I mean, what's the purpose of your intro?
To kind of show, to kind of let me,
How long is it?
In all, it's about 3 minutes.
Oh no. Okay. Oh no. That is way well. I mean, for a live stream, I guess it does. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Here's the thing. If you're gonna do an intro on your live stream, fine, fair enough. But now when it becomes a regular video, you need to take that down and cut that damn intro out and then put it back up. But when the problem with doing that is when you take it down and put it back up, you're going to lose the chat.
Right.
And the chat a lot of times is very important.
Right, because people are gonna know what people thought, and then when I put
exactly,
I'm like, oh man, I missed that. I didn't see that. So
yeah. I would also take that world icon out of that damn corner.
Okay.
But yeah, personally, I don't have intros. The only time I will use an intro, guys, is if I'm setting up something suspenseful or if I'm trying to get to 8 minutes.
Right. That was another thing for me is like it kind of counts 3 minutes in. So like I don't have to I'm trying to go in and fill up time. So it's like I already just, I don't know.
What are you trying to fill up time on a 2-hour live stream for though?
But that's the thing. I can't long stroke, right? I'm still learning how.
People don't like it.
Huh?
Listen, let me tell you, people do not like it. They don't like the long stroke, and I give it to them, but they don't like it. People complain about it all the time.
Some people, look, no homo, right? No, some people like it, man. Some people want the long stroke. They like, I want to hear Lee's perspective, and if it takes him a minute to get it out, hey, you know, we're all here, we're all watching live, so you know.
Yeah, I think people in the live like it.
Right.
No one likes it on the replay. No one likes it. But I'm talking about a regular VOD, a video on demand, a regular 8-minute video. Right. I want my videos, if I can get them to 8 minutes, I want my videos to be 8 minutes, because once your video is 8 minutes or longer, you could put multiple ads. Right. Some of the videos that I make, the clips are only 4 minutes. I can't make a 4-minute video into an 8-minute video. It's just there's too much of a gap. But sometimes I will have a video, and once I finish editing it, it's 7 minutes and 20 seconds. And then I'm like, 7 minutes, 20 seconds. So I need 40 more seconds. Can I get 40 more seconds out of here somewhere? Right. Then I will put an intro to try to get the 40 more seconds. I'll do some things and I'll add an intro to give me another maybe 10 seconds, another 12 seconds. That's the only reason I have an intro, though. You know, or unless it's going to be something really good. But listen, if you guys want to use these countdown timers, use them. A lot of people use them. Big and small. I don't like them. But if you like them, use them. It's not going to make you or break you. Here's what I don't want, though. If you guys are going to, it seems weird to me. There's a person on YouTube. He has a 30-minute countdown timer. And I'm like, how are people supposed to watch your videos? 30 minutes? It's like a 30-minute countdown timer, but it has ads in it too, and it has like a music video, and I'm like, what is this? Right? So I'm not a fan of that at all.
That's that's not even a long stroke. That's like foreplay. Like, damn.
I don't know what that is. That's yeah.
My camera's my phone. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, your camera's nice. I'm like, really? Like, my phone turned sideways. But is it okay, do you think, or do you think I need to invest in an actual camera?
No, man, these phones are so good. Shout out to King of Foods Network. I compliment him all the time on his phone, on his camera, and it's an iPhone. You know, the cameras are great. They're absolutely great. So I think you should keep doing what you're doing on that end.
Okay. And then my whole setup here, like somebody was like, get rid of the Hulk picture. I was like, that's my favorite. Why would I do that? But
wait, see. Guys, I'm so glad he said that bullshit. I'm so glad. The Intentional Millionaire said the same thing. The Intentional Millionaire had a poster. I think it was the Intentional Millionaire. He had a poster of Bruce Lee. And now Intentional Millionaire, Bruce Lee, y'all know, is an Asian guy, and we are in the black sector. So I said, Intentional Millionaire, you know, why do you got that poster of Bruce Lee back there? He said, get him, Lee. This is the Intentional Millionaire. I didn't know he was still here. This is the Intentional Millionaire. He's got 2 channels. So y'all got all these channels, right? He had a poster of Bruce Lee, and I said, oh, by the way, what the hell's that poster of Bruce Lee doing back there? And he's like, oh, you know, I think Bruce Lee is so motivational because of this and that. You know, I hold Bruce Lee in, you know, high self-esteem because of, you know, what he was able to do and all this and that. And I said, yeah, but that's you, right? That's you. YouTube is not about you. That's the thing. YouTube is about them. It is almost never about you. It's about your audience. What does your audience want? Right. How many black men are really interested in a YouTube in a Bruce Lee poster? Now, if he was making, this is going to sound racist. If he was making videos for Asians, maybe the Asians would relate.
Or martial arts content.
What's that?
I would say, or martial arts content. So
exactly. Then you're exactly right. Then he's relating to his audience.
Right.
But for him just to put something for him that would distract his audience or even not add any value, you constantly want to be adding value. Why would you do that? So when you mentioned that damn Hulk thing, which I was going to mention, You were like, no, I like it. Why would I do that? It's the same mistake. You're talking about what you like. Right. And we all do this. And it's one of the number one mistakes of YouTube content creators. It's not about us, guys. It's never about us. It's about the value that we bring to others. It's the audience that matters. It's not what you want. Because let's be honest, the same people who are going to say, oh, well, you know, I want to do what I want to do are going to be the same people who are going to say, oh, why don't I have X amount of subscribers? Right? How do I get more subscribers? How do I get them to watch? So which one is it? Do you want to focus on you or do you want to focus on them? You really can't do both.
Right.
You can't do both. You know, I was talking about this in the last video. I ranted about this. I'm gonna put that video up too, in my rant about YouTube. And I think I just put it up. It might have been one of my last uploads about how YouTube works. And Andre 3000 was talking about this same thing in the 90s. Right. How he wanted to make conscious raps, conscious content, but everybody wanted to do the booty shaking.
Right.
And you like, you know,
just want to dance, right?
That's exactly right. So here you come again in 2021 talking about your Hulk poster. All right, but that's for you. But who do you want to watch these videos? You or 100,000 people?
Right.
All right. And 100,000 people are probably not going to vibe with that poster. If you're making content for this sector, if you make content for the Marvel, yes, then they'll love it.
Yeah.
It's all about your audience and what your audience wants to see. It's never really about us, guys. So I'm so glad you said that. And I had to get on Roy. I had to get on Roy Network because he had that damn Bruce Lee poster, right? He said it was in my last Patreon. Thank you. So yeah, look at that in my last Patreon because I was talking about the same thing. I was super frustrated by this. I'm not shooting at you because I was in your same position.
Oh no, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it. Like, you know, people, and I haven't really got negative comments. Like I said, people were just like, "Oh, like why? You know, that's interesting." And people would call attention to it, and so I kind of thought, you know, is it something worth even? You know what I'm saying? Because people notice it, people say something about it, but it's never like I'm not subscribing to you because you got that in the background. So I don't know. So I guess if you're saying that it's kind of detracting from, you know, if I'm talking in this space, then I can see that.
Yeah, it needs to provide, if it's going to distract somebody, it better have a message behind it. Right. Like you know, if you can say, oh, the reason I have this Hulk is because X, Y, and Z, which relates to my channel, then people are like, oh, I get it, you know. But if you look at my stuff, there is nothing that you see that's distracting, that doesn't add value, that kind of coalesces with my main point. You see damn law diplomas and you see law books, and I'm a lawyer. So it all fits. It's all congruent. And so if you are going to have a Hulk thing, people are going to say, okay, you got the whole thing. Fair enough. How is it congruent?
Right.
And if it's not congruent, then you need to take it out.
Right.
That's what I think.
Okay. No, I can understand that. And I do what I need to do with that.
Because there's got to be, you know, hang that just in your bedroom. Right. But why do we have to see it? It's like it's like in the 90s, what people used to say about homosexuals. They're like, listen, if you two guys want to kiss, fine. Kiss in your bedroom. Why do we have to see it?
Right.
Right. If you like to do it, fine. Do it in the privacy of your own house. Why are you showing everybody else? That can be like that Hulk thing. There's nothing wrong with the whole thing, but why are you showing it to us?
Right. And it's better to like, because I'm in my head, part of it is like, let me justify why it's better. And it's like, no, just take it out.
Exactly. Okay. Yes, guys of the world. That's exactly right. Just give it to them. Whatever, fuck it. You don't want to. You guys want. If I can get 100,000 subscribers and y'all want it gone, fine, take it. I don't care. I'll put it in my bedroom. I'll stick it in the closet. I don't give a shit.
Right. No, you're right. And so it was really just to not have a plain background. That's what the original purpose of it was. And then, you know, because everybody else has something in their background. So I was like, let me throw something back here. And the Hulk is my favorite Marvel character because, you know, he's the smartest character in Marvel and he's like the strongest character in Marvel. So it's like, that kind of represents who I am as an actual person. But like you said, nobody gives a shit. So I just take it out and keep it going. Because like I said, I'm and the other thing is like content. So that was my last point. My last question about content. With the you mentioned Chris Smooth, and I thought it was so interesting as you mentioned. I still watch him every day because he uploads every day.
I used to watch that man so much.
That dude's a monster, man. Like he's an example of like how fast you can build your platform. Like he got 1 million subscribers in a year. But what he does now, what the guy from Playback was saying is that he does content where he literally, and I don't know if I should, because we're all cool here, right? Like nobody's gonna undercut me.
No.
It don't fucking matter. It's YouTube, But anyway, he literally, like, so the NBA has a YouTube channel. They upload a 12-minute clip, say highlights from this game, and he'll go screen record it and then put it on his channel and say, yeah, Kevin Durant had a good game. He shot, he scored 50 points, and he dunked on him right there. And he'll do that for 1 minute and 30 seconds, upload it, do that 4 times in a night, and that's 4 videos that, because his channel's monetized and those bring in more people searching Kevin Durant on the internet, on YouTube, his video pops up. And it's just like the NBA is not taking them down because the NBA, Adam Silver said, that's free publicity. So yeah, I'll take it. So people are getting strikes for it. So I'm just curious, like, do you think that's worth? Because now that I see how he did it, I'm like, damn, I'm about to do that because it's so easy. I remember you were saying that you did NFL videos, or you were doing.
I did one, and I took that shit down. It's my very first video. I didn't wait for them to strike me.
Okay.
And it's one thing if someone, Chris Smooth, I imagine how many damn subs does he have? 3 million, 5 million?
Right.
It's one thing for him to do something. It's another thing for you to do something.
Right.
Right.
I think the thing is, like, he said, because he does live streaming on Twitch now, so he talks live. And so he was saying that the reason why he does those videos is because the NBA gave him permission to.
Oh my God, then what are we even talking about?
But the thing is, he was saying in a general sense, he didn't say I had express written permission. What happened was Adam Silver said, yeah, I'm not gonna strike people for highlight videos. Like, if you upload a whole game, absolutely, I'm gonna take that shit down. But if you do a highlight video or something, that's free publicity. Like Adam Silver said that. So when he said I had permission, I don't think, and he may have gotten actual express written permission from the NBA, but the fact that Adam Silver said that in a conference, and people's videos don't get striked. Like people have these videos, people have whole channels dedicated to it. And so,
okay. Yeah, I would try it then if other people are doing it. It sounds risky to me, but I would try it and see where it goes. Because again, yeah, people are very interested in the NBA. Right. But how are you gonna differentiate yourself from the people as well?
Like my intro, I made a beat myself, so that's my own beat, and I can, because he layers like one of his songs, he layers it to the video, and like I said, he just talks. He doesn't. He talks over the. He takes out the announcer.
He just talks, but he's good. I remember him talking.
He's the best, right?
Yeah, I remember him talking for those Call of Duty. I was like, man. So, but yeah, I would try it and see how it goes. You don't have anything to really lose, I suppose.
It's funny when you play your sound. It's like I'm thinking of that. I think like, did he get that from Chris Smooth? Like the AC-130? Like.
Oh my God, I should do that. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna rip his shit. I'm gonna rip his shit. Oh man, yeah. I can't believe you told me that. I am gonna do that.
He got a whole bunch of sounds. And what's funny? As big a, you got to check now. So I'm sure if you left a comment on his videos, like, man, somebody told me to hit you up because I've been watching you since I was in law school. And now
forever.
That dude been on YouTube for a long time. I'm 31. It had to be since I was in college. So at least 12 years.
I'm going to try that.
I would hit him up. If I was you, I would hit him up. Just like Playback hit you back. You see how big they are. You know, just be like, hey, Chris Move, you know, I'm in Atlanta, you in Miami. What's up, man? Let's make something happen.
Right. Shout out to Melissa. Melissa's liking the vest. It's just office hours, guys. So I'm a little more relaxed with you guys. I let my man Gaston hit you with the suit and the tie today. I'm just a little bit more relaxed.
But I earned this tie anyway. Let me take this tie.
Nah, you the man. You the man. But that's a great. Yeah, I would try it and see how it goes. That's anything connected to big stuff like the NBA, NFL. If you can get away with it, I say go, because a lot of people are getting quick views out of it. You got to be careful. I wouldn't do it, but I would try it maybe. You know, but just know that. You know, but you know,
and I mean, like I said,
if it's just a minute and a half and you are transforming it, maybe you should be good for fair use, maybe.
Right, and that's the whole thing, right? The whole thing for the last 2 weeks about this fair use shit is that I'm transformative. I'm not taking their entire game or their entire video and uploading it. They're a YouTube channel just like me. Right. So if I'm reacting to their video, it should fall under the same thing that, you know, everybody else kind of went through with that situation. So
yeah, I hear you. I would try it out, Gaston World, see how it goes.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Now, look, I'm gonna be like, Lee gonna be like, yeah, I'm posting a new little NBA video too. I'm like, you got me. Lee the attorney got me, man.
I ain't gonna do that, but I am gonna rip his sound. I ain't asking him shit, neither watch. I'm gonna just do it.
Do you have Twitch? If you download Twitch and go to his last few streams, he plays like the whole songs, he plays the sounds all the time. So
really,
you go back to them old videos, like you said.
I'm gonna just go to the video and just grab it. But thank you so much, Gaston World. You are the man.
Thank you, man. No, you the man. You are the lead attorney.
Are you wearing two watches?
Yeah, one's my Apple Watch, one is my. Come on.
Oh, come on now. Y'all see how he's stunned on you. Y'all see how he's stunned on you, right? Two watches.
One of them is gold, the other one, you know. But anyway, you know.
All right. Shout out to my man, guys. This is where y'all go check him out over there. That's my man right now. All right, we've been going for an hour and 30 minutes. We're gonna pull up Savior Black, but we're probably gonna call it a day after this one. All right. Savior Black, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is your channel about?
Obviously, I do mediations on my channel. Just talk.
You said obviously, but there's a lot of people here that don't know. I was like, wait, Kevin Samuels, what's your channel about? Obviously, okay, fine. Kevin Samuels can say obviously, Savior Black. Kevin Samuels can get away with it, but damn, it's a lot of people here that don't know you yet. Obviously, all right.
All right. So as the channel is about me, I deal with mediation in my channel. I talk about some legal topics as well. I'm after our discussion the last time when you and I talked, I'm putting several in the can is what I'm doing right now. And actually starting next week, I'm just going to start dropping them at like two a week on some additional legal topics and some other little tidbits, because what we talked about is keeping them separate. So I went through, made sure I kept everything separate. I make some other changes to the channel as well. But I have some questions for you. I guess you posted for the Q&A, so I definitely have some questions on that that I want to get to.
Absolutely, and let me just jump on this too, because Gaston's World says, "Does he have a light?" And here's the thing: I'm not sure if we talked about this on my consultations, guys. I don't really care what your stuff looks like, but you came up to my other. But yeah, that looks a lot better. I think because your wall is kind of lime green, it makes it a little darker. Yeah. But the color grading looks wrong on your camera.
Okay. Let me
that looks a little better. But not for this doesn't matter. You can come up with the icon. We're just talking about for your regular videos. Your regular videos, just to make sure that your regular videos look good. But yeah, you're fine right here. You can do the icon thing here. It doesn't matter. We're all family.
All right. Well, I have some questions, because one of the things I want to start up here coming soon is I want to try to do some of the live streaming like what you do. Mm-hmm. And the question I had, I know that you use in StreamYard. Do you have any issues with using like StreamYard with OBS, or do you recommend just using just StreamYard if I'm going to do it?
This is where Melissa Jane comes in, I think. Listen, OBS is the best. All right. It really is. But it is finicky, it is technical, and there's a learning curve to know how to use it. All right. OBS provides you a lot of flexibility. You can do so many things with OBS. They got all these widgets or whatever. You can do a lot. You can barely do anything with StreamYard, comparatively speaking. But StreamYard is easy. It is easy. There is a 7-minute learning curve, whereas it could be 7 hours with OBS.
Okay.
So yeah, Melissa James right here. She says newbies stick to StreamYard. If you want to try OBS, you can. Some people use OBS. Admin Preach use OBS. Before the Billions uses OBS, but he's technical. I'm not sure what Melissa Jane uses. If I know how to use
IT
OBS,
background. Yeah,
oh,
well, I
so
have
you
an IT
might.
background.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so
Well, you might know it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like, so I was looking at it. That's why I was trying to figure out from a recommendation standpoint. The other question I had, because I was going to try and run 2 computers. One that I was going to do specifically for the OBS stuff when I started doing the live streaming. How do you do for being able to look at the chat and to be able to have the back end where you, as a doing your StreamYard? Do you do 2 different computers, or you work with just one PC?
That's the beautiful thing about StreamYard. The beautiful thing about StreamYard is that it shows you this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at me. I'm looking at you. This is, remember the lady who was like, everything's mirrored?
It's a reverse. Yeah.
Switch. Yeah, it's the same thing happens to me. I'm looking at me, I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at the chat. StreamYard has a built-in chat, so you can see all the chat from the YouTube. So It's awesome. You know, it's just right there. It shows you your super chats. I can pull them up right here. I can just go through them. Look at that. It's all on StreamYard. It's so easy.
Okay. That's what I'm getting ready to get out of just doing the tutorials and the talking head stuff. And I'm looking like if I'm doing that and I'm going to start doing some live broadcasts, there's a learning curve there for me on getting into the live broadcast as well. So that was my question concerning it. So your recommendation is all one PC, use StreamYard, and I can do my geeky stuff on the back end and see how, well, I guess I better start it off with that then.
For newbies, yes. Now, you know, there are a lot of people who are like, no, man, I got one computer. I got one M1 Apple thing handling this, and I got one M1 Apple thing connected to the first one to show all of my off-screen stuff so that, you know, I'm not taxing my first M1. You know, you could be super technical with it. But I'm just for the new people who just want to go, you know, and not worried about all of my latency settings and this, and you don't worry about all that. Just, you know, if you can do it, do it. If you're Melissa Jane or you got a technical background of you before the Billions, I say run it. But if you're someone like me, just a middle-aged attorney, you know, and you don't want to go all into the settings and advanced settings and fiddle with this number, oh, this should be a 0.3 and then this should be a 9. Nah, just to go to StreamYard and just press record. You know, just press go live. That's what StreamYard says. It says go live, and that's what I press. So that's how I do it.
Do you recommend? I was going to ask you. Do you recommend any kind of counters in the beginning or anything along those lines for whenever you're getting ready to go live? When you make no, okay.
I don't. I go. I absolutely go. If I want more people to show up, maybe I'll make them sit there for 3 minutes or something. But usually, no, I'm just rushing. If you guys are sitting there for 5 minutes, it's because I'm rushing trying to get shit together. You know, I believe in, if I say the show is going to start at 3 o'clock, I want it to start at 3. It might start at 3:03 because I'm black, but I'm not making it. I never really understood the whole a 10-minute count timer thing. And I started out with the countdown timer. I actually when I was doing Ecamm, before I knew how to bring people up, Ecamm is way better than StreamYard, in my opinion, if you're not going to bring people up. Ecamm is way better if you're not going to bring people up. If you're going to bring people up, I think StreamYard is the best if you don't want to learn how to use OBS. But when I was doing Ecamm, I had the whole 10-minute count timer thing, and I liked it, and it was cool, and I made that damn thing. But I just, you know, thinking back on it, what was the purpose?
I say, if you're not bringing anybody up, I can see the purpose. But if you're bringing people up,
no. What was the purpose of the countdown timer? What's the purpose? Yeah. I mean, we need to stop doing stuff if there's no purpose. Or you know, really, and it can't be, oh well, other people do it, right?
Well, that was, I'll be honest with you, that was what sparked it, because I'm like, okay, I looked at in one of our discussions previously, you said, look at what the big dogs do. And I looked at what the big dogs did and how they had that countdown timer. Kind of like you, I was like, I know we talk about CPT. I'm like, I don't want to be on CPT. I want to start right on time. But if the big dogs were doing it, I was trying to look at what some of the big dogs were doing, like a KS or some of the other ones where they have the countdown timer starting before they actually get into their content. And I'm not gonna say kind of, I do feel exactly like you do. It's like, if I'm starting it, then let me start it at this time. I should already have my talking points and everything that I'm talking about, and let's jump into it and let's get into it. But I was trying to take a cue from the big dogs, but I definitely appreciate there was the purpose for it. So
yeah, I didn't really see a purpose, to be honest. I really didn't.
It's powerful, high-end graphics card. Okay, on OBS.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Ehab Fitness. That's a good tip.
I guess
Ehab Fitness. I see you got a check mark too. We got the big dogs in here. How many subscribers do you have? Jesus, how many subscribers do you? And am I saying that right? Is it Ehab Fitness? Am I saying that right?
It looks that's right. Ehab.
Yeah, you got to check. We got the big dogs in here. We had somebody with 95,000 subscribers in here. Now we got Ehab Fitness in here, more subscribers than me. Probably is like, damn, we got the dogs in here. All right. Shout out to yeah.
I had another question I was going to ask you in regards to content. I remember when Abba was on here with you a couple episodes back, he was talking about things that you can talk about that are key as far as getting content on here. One of the things he didn't talk about, is there anything that you would recommend not to talk about that might be detrimental to my channel as I'm going along, as far as starting live?
Suicide. Oh, they fucked me. YouTube snatched my channel down, had to appeal. They said, fine, we'll put it up. We're going to take all your money. You're going to be demonetized, and people are going to have to click on all this whole 18 or over, all this other BS. Do not talk about suicide. Don't do that,
Well, I mentioned self-deletion. Maybe that might be I don't know what the keywords are.
Yeah, I think that's the better way. I didn't want to say that because it sounded a little awkward to me, but I learned my lesson. I'm gonna be saying self-deletion too. Yeah,
because I didn't want to say anything that was gonna demonetize your channel. I guess it did anyway, but I didn't want to say anything that might demonetize. But suicide, stay away from anything else besides suicide.
Yeah, there's a bunch. You can just go on YouTube and Google words to stay away from on YouTube, but there's a lot. But stuff like Suzette speaks is exactly right. COVID, you don't want to mention COVID. You don't want to mention the vaccine. You don't want to mention pandemic. You don't want to mention rape. You don't want to mention child molestation. There's hundreds of words, so you can just Google them. There's a list. There's a big chart, a list. But yeah, anything dealing with children, anything dealing with the pandemic, anything dealing with suicide, big stuff like that.
All right. Well, definitely stay. I will Google that list. And besides the lighting, what would you recommend as far as not content, but anything that I should change as far as background? Because I know you mentioned with Gaston's World, the Hulk. Should I take down some if I'm going to do it, or do it in a different room where I'm not dealing with all the stuff in my background which is the my JD and degrees and certifications? Should I take any of that down?
I actually don't mind this view so much. The printer, I guess, is a little bit distracting, but I think it's fine. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about his background? What do y'all think? I think it's fine. To be honest, what I don't like is the color of that damn wall. And I think it gives the lighting a certain color. And I've never liked the lighting of your videos, to be honest.
Okay.
But Lee Everyday is exactly right with the bokeh or the bokeh effect that you have going on. That looks really nice, So I like it.
Okay. So lighting and color.
It's cool. The green is crazy. Yeah, that's the only thing that I've never been a fan of.
All right.
Bernard says just the printer and the wall. Yeah, I think the printer is a little bit distracting, and I agree. The printer, but for me, it's the wall.
Okay.
Kisses from Afar says that she likes the business and professional vibe. So she likes it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. To me, it's just that wall.
The wall, the wall, the wall. Do I want to get somebody into cut? I probably can. I'd probably have it painted a different color.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's exactly right.
He's like, nah, not even kind of. Yes, most definitely painted a different color.
Yeah, and the Intentional Millionaire is right too. I'm not sure if it's the wall, or I'm not sure if it's just because you're relying on the light, but it does look a little bit dark. Because
Okay.
if you compare us, I look more lit than you? And I'm not sure if you can tell.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more lighting and the lighting just looks more colorful on my side than it does on your side. Your side looks almost dead a little bit, and my
It's
side
flat.
yes, mine is more vivid.
Yeah.
Right?
And I did that. I guess I'll do it as on a live stream. I'm going to change it up, but I did it because normally whenever I'm doing a recording, I always record in S-Log, and then I'll go in there, color grade afterwards. This way, what I'm going to start doing is just do a neutral profile, and I'll change that way. It'll change the lighting up.
That's exactly right.
That's like I said. That's easy. That's in camera. I can do that.
The word I was looking for. I could not find that word for shit. I was like, vibracious? No, that's not it.
Vibrant would be right, because it's definitely a flat profile, and it's like I normally color grade whenever I'm posting to my channel. I'll color grade everything afterwards and do it all in post, blah blah blah, whatever. It's just that if I'm live like I'm doing with you right now, I need to put it on just a neutral profile. That's something a little more like you said, vibrant, and bump that up a little bit. So.
Correct. Yeah, and he had fitness. He was right on the money. He said, "Yeah, it's the log." Yep. So that's what it is. That's exactly so I think that's perfect. All right. No problem, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming up. Savior Black. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Before I cut out, I want to tell you, not only do I want to tell you the congrats on the 100K.
Thank you.
And I don't sit there and do this a lot on your channel because I try to keep everything moving. But I want to tell you how much I do appreciate the time that you take out for smaller YouTube creators, especially young Black men like I'm not young, but I'm in my 40s, mid 40s actually. But taking time out for Black men like you do, and making sure that you have a platform that's a real safe space for Black men, and that is there. It uplifts and upbuilds everybody, and I really appreciate that about your content. You have no idea. It's like normally you get into the manosphere and it's knock this one, knock that one, but it's like everything that you do is extremely positive, and it's upbuilding, and it's helpful, and it's like you talk about O'Shea did with you with paying it forward. I really appreciate it. I want to be able to get to your position at some point where I can pay it forward also. But thank you.
Awesome. Shout out to Savior Black. Thank you so much, Savior Black. I really appreciate those kind words. It means a lot. It means a lot to me. All right. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So we went for about an hour, 45 minutes. So this was a good one. We'll probably do another one maybe on Saturday, something like that. We're just going to keep doing these things. Also going to be posting up videos. I'm going to post a video, guys. Give me 20 minutes. It's not my video. It's Roberto Black's video. It's mandatory. If you're a part of this Patreon, you should absolutely watch this video. Not Snuggles, because Snuggles is over here just to cause trouble, right? So Snuggles doesn't have to watch it. But anybody who's starting a channel, please watch this video. It's only 7 minutes long, and it's going to you just have to watch it. You just have to watch it. It's gonna help you reframe things and really get serious. All right. That's what it did for me. I mean, it's a groundbreaking video. Groundbreaking. Also, let me tell you something about this video. Notice that the guy is a little bit awkward. Notice that the production I mean, he has a very nice background, but it's a little, Roberto's a little bit awkward. Some of you guys are like, oh, I'm awkward on camera. Roberto's been he's been on YouTube 10 years and he's still awkward as hell. When I watch, it's almost a little bit cringy how Roberto is, to be honest. Having said that, even with him being a little bit awkward, he has 500,000 subscribers and doing tremendously well on YouTube. So if Roberto can be this way, all of y'all can have $500,000. Right? But you can be awkward and still deliver tremendous value. And that is what Roberto has done. So I'm gonna put that video up right now. All right. So listen, guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. We're gonna keep it going. All right. I'm gonna keep dropping content on the Patreon, and we're gonna keep doing these. I'll probably do another one on Saturday. All right. So hope y'all have a good afternoon. All right, and we're gonna keep it going. All right. Thank you guys for showing up to my office hours, and really appreciate all the input. All right.